Alright, hey guys, we are going to film something a little different than normal. I'm actually going to start a series and post it on my channel on here, YouTube. It's going to be not the same, it's going to be a little different. It's not going to be farming content, it's going to be some car content. So I've picked up something here I'm going to show you, and I'll show you what it's going in here in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to start a little build series here in my garage, and in no way is this a tutorial or a how-to, because I've never done it. I've worked on cars and stuff for a long time and tinkered with stuff, but I've never gone full into this. So this is just going to be a documentation of my learning experience. It is not a how-to, and I will maybe make some mistakes, and if I learn those mistakes, I'll be sure to pass those on. But just going to bring you guys along for the ride, and we need to... Alright, so a while back, I actually a few weeks ago picked up an engine stand and an engine hoist, or a cherry picker, some call it. Some nice cheap Harbor Freight on sale items. You know, this isn't something I plan on doing for a career or nothing, so hopefully these will work just fine for what little I'm going to do. Just picked it up, got it in the back of my truck. And so I've got a motor and transmission here. This is a 1969 396 Chevrolet Big Block. Came out of a 69 Chevy pickup, I was told. I was told that it ran when it was pulled. It came from a pretty reliable source. I picked this up from a good friend of mine just today. Pretty dirty, pretty grimy, but I'm excited. Nice big block. It's we're going to take a closer look as I tear into it, look at some casting numbers and different things, and open it up and see what's what. And then I've got a turbo 350 transmission here. It was rebuilt at some point, about 600 miles or so on it, and it's just been sitting, which is why it's all dirty and grimy. But yeah, we're probably going to make this to this 396, at least to start with. The plan is to pretty much do a cosmetic rebuild. I'm hoping when I get into this that bearings and things are in good enough shape to just clean stuff up and go with it. I'm hoping to not have to do a full rebuild, but you never know until you start getting into it and inspecting things. But that's kind of the hope, is to clean it up, paint it, dress it up, get the thing running. I don't plan on putting a huge cam in it or big dome pistons, or I don't plan on making this into a huge power monster, which is why this turbo 350 will probably be okay behind it, at least to start with. I may end up taking that to a transmission shop and maybe have them beef it up a little bit, maybe, to go behind this, but we'll see. Plan is right now is just to simply clean it up real good, get a new torque converter for it, and probably go from there. Maybe drop the pan and the fluid that's in it, if there's fluid in it, put a new filter in it, and put new fluid in it. But yeah, 69 396 Big Block. All right, so we're gonna get to use the cherry picker for the first time, and hope that it handles it. So, work on getting it unstrapped. Let's get the cherry picker. yet. I've already got a chain and stuff on the motor. Well, I don't know if I'm going to reach this. What's the half ton? Yeah. Let's hope they have some safety factor soon. We might have it set back too far. Well, let's see what happens. Now to move back to the half ton, which should be 1,000 pounds, which should be plenty for this. That makes me feel a little better. Alright, so I'm going to do another video just over this, but just give you a sneak peek here. This is what that 396 is going into. It's a 1980 Chevy Corvette. Well, I got carried away trying to figure things out, but I got the 396 on the engine stand. Just kind of starting to look things over a little bit. Not going to tear into it tonight. I'll make that a different episode. But the old half-ton, 1,000-pound Harbor Freight engine stand, we might have to do some beefing up to it. I think that's plenty for this motor. Boy, it really bent and tweaked. So we might have to do a few things to make that feel safe. But we got her. Got let's see, casting number here. It says passenger there. See, it says, I think it's 3935440 maybe. And then down in here it says high performance truck passenger. Don't know what any of that means, but we're gonna do some digging. I'm finding all sorts of stuff. Here's broken zip tie, brackets. I saw another bolt. What? Got old cast iron. What do they call these? A square? Not a square bore, but I forget what they call these. Firing order. Yep. Well, we'll tear into her on another episode.